Though the world of reality television and celebrity drama has always been full of scandals, betrayals, and shocking turns, this time things have reached a whole new level. Kimmie's violation of Melody has left fans stunned and questioning everything they thought they knew about these women. Meanwhile, Annie's marriage has two faces, one of which has endured years of. The drama in Love and Hip Hop Miami is more chaotic than ever, with secrets being revealed and reputations on the line. This is not just another controversy. This is the kind of drama that changes everything. It all began with Kimmie and Melody, two women whose relationship had always been complicated. While tension was always present, no one anticipated things to escalate the way they did, and Kimmie crossed a line so deep that there was no turning back. Heartbreak, forgiveness, and second chances have officially fallen apart. As this betrayal was happening, another shocking headline appeared: Two-Face and Annie are done. If you followed their journey, you know that Annie has always been the ride-or-die wife, standing by Two-Face through the worst of times, from infidelity to love children. Melody, who had already been dealing with personal and professional struggles, was blindsided by it. What exactly did Kimmie do? That's the part that has everyone talking, and trust me, the details will leave you speechless. The final nail in the coffin was something that no one saw coming, and the real reason for their divorce is much darker than expected. As if the drama couldn't get any heavier, Love and Hip Hop Miami is serving up its own brand of chaos, with allegiances shifting, betrayals occurring in broad daylight, and one cast member's deepest secret about to be revealed. Despite everything, fans thought that their love had finally found solid ground and that the storm had passed. Be exposed. This is not just reality TV. This is real-life consequences unfolding in front of the world. This is where it all began, but believe me, this is just the beginning. This is where things get interesting because what Kimmie did to Melody was a betrayal that was so disrespectful and deep. It hurts the most when it comes from someone you once trusted, and Melody never thought that Kimmie would be the one to deliver the ultimate blood. Sure, they had their problems, and there were times when it was obvious that they didn't always see eye to eye. But nobody anticipated that Kimmie would take things this far. This wasn't just a disagreement. This wasn't just petty drama. What Kimmie did was calculated, intentional, and so personal that there's no turning back. It wasn't an impulsive error or an accidental misstep. Rather, it was a violation so profound that it left Melody completely broken and blindsided. The specifics of what transpired are terrifying. Kimmie crossed a line that should never be crossed by doing something that not only embarrassed Melody, but also revealed a side of. The shocking part is that Melody never saw it coming. She had no idea that Kimmie was even capable of something like this. She believed that the worst of their problems were behind them, that perhaps they had found some middle ground. But she was mistaken, and now the damage is deeper than anyone realized. It wasn't just about proving a point or winning an argument. It was about power control and making sure Melody knew exactly where she stood. This story is unique because Annie always fought for this cause, regardless of what happened in the past. Kimmie not only hurt Melody, but she turned someone who had nothing left to lose into an enemy. If Kimmie thought she could get away with this, she's going to find out just how wrong she was. Dealing with the emotional wreckage that comes with realizing that someone you once trusted had been plotting against you all along is something that cannot be fixed with an apology, a conversation, or even time. Annie stood by Two-Face through the most agonizing and humiliating times of their lives. She fought for him through accusations of infidelity, rumors of other relationships, and the media's constant focus on their personal lives. If you've been following Two-Face and Annie's relationship, you know that it has been one of the most turbulent and talked about marriages in the celebrity world. Their love story has always been a roller coaster ride of highs and lows, enduring heartbreak and public humiliation in the hopes that one day they would find peace. But what fans didn't anticipate was the abrupt and shocking end of it all. For years, Annie had been the pillar of support, clinging to the idea that their love could endure no matter what. She had always held the belief that love overcomes all obstacles, and it appeared as though their relationship had finally found stability after years of ups and downs. They had even come to represent enduring love for many, which is proof that even. The announcement of their divorce has left fans in shock, wondering what really happened and what could have destroyed a marriage that had already survived so many storms. The truth is that no one anticipated this, and the real reason for their split isn't the usual tale of infidelity or outside pressure. In the face of public scrutiny, love could withstand anything, but in an unexpected turn of events, the very thing that everyone thought would last forever finally crumbled. Annie had always been the one to support her husband and fight for their family, but this time something inside of her broke, and it seems like there was no turning back. If you think you've heard it all, wait until you hear the craziest part of it all. The timing of their breakup couldn't have been worse. It comes just as Annie was beginning to rebuild her life and career and find her own voice. There are layers of betrayal, hidden secrets, and unresolved issues that no one could have predicted. And identity outside of being a two-faced wife, this isn't just a personal setback, it's a public one that's affecting their entire fan base. However, what actually transpired behind closed doors is what ultimately caused the demise of a love story that everyone believed would last. Trust me, the details will surprise you, and the craziest part is that the timing of this breakup couldn't be worse. If the rumors are accurate, Annie, you won't believe what's being revealed. When the world tried to convince her otherwise, Annie believed in their story, but what if Annie was never meant to win? What if no matter how hard she fought, she was doomed to lose? Efe's love life has been surrounded by controversy, whispers, and undeniable drama for years too. His past has been filled with rumors of infidelity, secret affairs, and complicated relationships, but Annie always found a way to stand by him despite everything. It's not just about the rumors that everyone already knew. It's about the new details that are coming to light, the ones that completely rewrite their love story. This time, however, new details are emerging that change everything. Sources close to the situation are revealing shocking truths about two Efe's past relationships, the kind of truths that make it clear that Annie was not just competing with others, but with a long history of emotional ties that were never completely broken. There were lingering affections, hidden connections, and former lovers who never really left his life. Some claim Two-Face never fully moved on from his past, while others think he was never prepared to be the man Annie needed him to be. What Annie recently discovered is devastating because, after years of supporting him and demonstrating her devotion to the standing tall world, even when she was made fun of for remaining, she finally saw the truth, and that truth was shattered. Annie was holding on to an illusion, a dream that would never fully materialize, and now with these new revelations, the entire foundation of their love has crumbled. The fairy tale romance she once fought for has been exposed for what it truly was: a painful reality. Everything she once believed in was not just fighting for her husband's love. She was fighting against a reality she didn't want to accept. Destiny took an unexpected turn, and now their love story is completely rewritten. Exhausting fight that she was never supposed to win. But the most bizarre part is that this isn't just about their past. What's being revealed now could also change the future of Two-Face, because if these new details continue to surface and the truth continues to come to light, then his reputation, legacy, and even career could be at risk. This is where it gets even wilder. Annie isn't just leaving, she's about to make a power move. For years, Annie was known as the ride-or-die wife. She was the woman who stood firm through. She fought battles that weren't hers to fight, defended a love that sometimes didn't defend her back, and held on to a man who at times seemed incapable of fully committing. However, now that she's flipping the script and the world is watching, Annie is no longer willing to be the woman who endured the public humiliation, the emotional toll, and the endless whispers behind her back associated with her marriage with Two-Face. Suffers in silence. This is not just about a broken heart anymore. It's about regaining her power. Sources close to the situation show that Annie is preparing to take charge of her story in a way that no one anticipated. And the worst part is that things will only get worse. Annie's next move is to make sure she leaves with her dignity intact and her power stronger than ever before. She has been undervalued for far too long and dismissed as the woman who would always forgive and always return. Always put love before herself, but this time she's choosing herself. According to reports, Annie is thinking about doing a candid interview, signing a book deal, or even doing a documentary-style project that would allow her to speak her truth honestly, unvarnished, and unapologetic. She has been silent for too long, and now she's ready to break free from the expectations society has placed on her as a wife, a woman, and a public figure. What's even more shocking is that her power move might not only have an impact on Two-Face, but also his entire brand if Annie chooses to come forward with all the information she knows about the betrayals, the emotional hardships she went through, and the hidden truths that the public was never supposed to see. However, not all sources say that Annie is being approached by influential people in the industry who want to help her transform this traumatic experience into a chance for growth, success, and reinvention. She is no longer just a woman who has been rejected. She is. The most bizarre aspect of this story is that it's only the beginning, because Annie isn't just moving on. She's entering a whole new chapter of her life, and this time she's doing it on her own terms. To make it even more bizarre, the LHHMI cast is currently experiencing its own nightmare. If you thought that Love and Hip Hop Miami had already peaked in terms of drama, think again, because the most recent scandal is appending everything in a way that nobody anticipated. The cast is coping with messy. This is not just petty reality TV drama. This is the kind of revelation that could permanently damage reputations. We're talking about lies that were kept for months, double-crossing that no one anticipated, and a betrayal so profound that it has left people questioning everything. The Lumaya world thrives on conflict, but this time the drama is hitting too close to home and causing breakups, shocking confessions, and betrayals that are endangering friendships, relationships, and even careers. According to production sources, the latest scandal is forcing producers to rethink storylines, re-edit scenes, and even reconsider which cast members will return for the upcoming season. The fallout is so intense that some people are allegedly refusing to film with each other, threatening to quit, or even bringing legal action into the mix. This is the most shocking part. The cast is frantically trying to recover. This may be one of the most explosive seasons in the show's history if more skeletons are revealed, and once they do, there won't be any turning back. However, who is at the center of this scandal? Is it a love triangle gone wrong, a secret relationship, or a betrayal so profound that even devoted fans will be left speechless? No one knows for sure, but one thing is certain: Love and Hip Hop Miami will never be the same after this. When you put the pieces together, a larger picture begins to take shape. At first glance, Kimmie's shocking betrayal of Melody to FA and Annie's heartbreaking divorce, and the explosive scandal unfolding in Love and Hip Hop Miami might seem like entirely different events, each messy, emotional, and dramatic in its own right. But what if I told you that there is a deeper connection between them? And the biggest question still remains: who will survive the fallout, and who will be forced out for good? Let's start with Kimmie and Melody. What Kimmie did to Melody wasn't just a betrayal. It was a personal, calculated act meant to cause real damage. Kimmie crossed a line that can never be erased, and now that Melody knows the truth, there's no turning back. This isn't just a coincidence, but a pattern. At the highest level, all of these situations share betrayal. They aren't just random acts of drama. They are all rooted in broken trust, manipulation, and hidden agendas that are finally coming to light. Then we have Two-Faces and Annie, whose relationship has been a roller coaster of public humiliation, cheating scandals, and innumerable second chances. However, Annie has finally had enough, and their love story has reached its tragic ending. This is where it gets interesting. Was this always going to happen? Or was there something or someone pushing their marriage to the breaking point? And finally, Love and Hip Hop Miami, a scandal so messy, so shocking that they all have something in common, and you won't believe it. In the world of reality TV and celebrity drama, nothing happens by accident. Every betrayal, scandal, and public fallout serves a larger purpose, whether it's power, retaliation, or something else entirely. Threatening to tear the entire cast apart, what began as backstage gossip and whispers in the industry has now escalated into a full-fledged war, with cast members exposing secrets that were never meant to be seen. One thing is undeniable: this is far from over. What we've seen so far is just the tip of the iceberg, and the fallout is only beginning to unfold. Just when it seemed like this saga couldn't get any messier, New players are being dragged into the storm, more scandals, deeper betrayals, and jaw-dropping revelations that leave us questioning everything we thought we knew. But here's the real question. Is there someone orchestrating all of this from behind the scenes? Could these so-called random betrayals actually be part of a larger, more calculated game? And perhaps most chilling of all, who will be the next to fall? What has already been exposed is nothing compared to what's coming. The real intrigue lies in what hasn't been revealed yet. Industry insiders are whispering, rumors are spreading like wildfire, and leaked receipts are surfacing, receipts that could shatter careers in an instant. Those who once believed they were untouchable, protected by power and influence, should be the most afraid. Because in this game, loyalty is nothing more than a fleeting illusion, shifting with the tides of convenience. When the truth finally comes out, it doesn't just sting, it destroys. Just ask Kimmie and Melody. Take Kimmie's situation, for example. We thought we had all the details, that we understood the full extent of the betrayal. But what if I told you Kimmie wasn't acting alone? What if someone even closer to the situation had been pulling the strings the entire time? A hidden hand guiding the chaos, ensuring things played out exactly as they wanted? And that's not all. Annie's high-profile divorce was already a bombshell, sending shockwaves through the industry. But now, whispers are emerging about a third party, someone whose involvement was far greater than anyone initially realized. Could this unknown player be the real reason Annie's marriage collapsed? The deeper you look, the clearer it becomes. Nothing is as it seems. Relationships we thought were unshakable are built on sand, and alliances shift the moment they become inconvenient. The betrayals aren't isolated incidents. They're part of a tangled web of power plays, hidden agendas, and secrets that were never meant to see the light of day. But the most haunting question of all remains: who will be next? Because if there's one thing history has taught us, it's that in scandals like these, no one is ever truly safe. Today's mastermind could be tomorrow's victim. And when the next bombshell drops, will they be able to survive the fallout? The game destiny has taken an unexpected and chaotic turn, and trust me, this is only the beginning. Whispers are growing louder, screenshots are being collected, and the entire industry is holding its breath, waiting for the next bombshell to drop. We've already witnessed one major scandal rock the cast, sending shockwaves through the fan base. But according to inside sources, that was just the prelude to something even bigger. More names are about to be exposed, more relationships are on the brink of total collapse, and one cast member is sitting on a secret so explosive that it could rewrite the entire game as we know it. Just when you thought the whirlwind of betrayals, messy breakups, and shocking revelations had reached its peak, think again. The next chapter is coming, and it's going to shake things up in a way no one saw coming. At the center of it all? The ongoing war between Kimmie and Melody. If you thought their drama had finally reached its breaking point, you're dead wrong. This battle is far from over, and in fact, it's about to escalate to a level we haven't seen before. The truth is, neither of them is backing down. Melody, for one, is done playing nice. She's had enough of the manipulation, the gaslighting, the fake apologies, and the carefully curated narratives designed to paint her as the villain. Insiders say she's ready to put everything on the table and expose the truth once and for all. But here's the thing, Kimmie isn't going down without a fight. She knows exactly how to spin the story in her favor, and if you think she's going to let Melody walk away as the clear winner, you might want to reconsider. This feud has become bigger than just the two of them. It's a power struggle where perception is everything, and both of them know that losing isn't an option. But that's not the only battle brewing. The drama surrounding Two-Face and Annie is reaching new heights, and their divorce saga has only just begun. While the split was expected, no one was prepared for just how brutal this fight would get. Annie has stood by Two-Face through years of turmoil, countless affairs, humiliating headlines, and public betrayals that would have broken anyone else. But now, she's done. And this time, she's not walking away quietly. For years, Annie played the role of the loyal wife, holding the marriage together despite the cracks forming beneath the surface. She endured the whispers, the disrespect, and the moments that made her question everything. But now, the gloves are off. She's ready to reclaim her narrative, And if that means airing out every last detail of what went on behind closed doors, so be it. Two-Face, on the other hand, isn't about to let Annie control the story. He knows the damage that can be done if she reveals everything, and he's prepared to fight tooth and nail to protect his reputation. The bigger question now is, who else will get caught in the crossfire? Because in a world where loyalty shifts overnight, no one is truly safe. The secrets being kept right now have the power to destroy friendships, dismantle alliances, and change the game forever. And as the next wave of revelations prepares to hit, one thing is for sure, when the truth finally comes out, it won't just be one or two careers on the line. The biggest question is what will happen to their children, businesses, and public image when a high-profile couple like this splits up. Rumors are already circulating that lawyers are involved, that money is being brought into the picture, and that the battle for assets is about to get real. However, the shocking part is that sources are saying that Annie isn't the only woman who is willing to speak up. What if more women come forward? What if two faces from the past finally catch up? Up with him because, let's face it, the truth always comes out. Love and Hip Hop Miami's biggest bombshell hasn't even been revealed yet, but believe me, the worst is still to come. One of the cast members is holding a secret so damaging that, when it does come to light, it could destroy everything. Friendships will be put to the test, careers may not survive, and relationships will implode. The producers are already frantically working because what's about to happen is bigger than just. The internet will be destroyed when the truth is eventually exposed in this reality TV drama, and believe me when I say that this is just the beginning. It may have real-life repercussions.